everyone, it's Miss Janelle with the Ella Johnson Library here for November's Little Stitches. For this Little Stitches, we have not only our Little Stitches activity, but an additional science-based activity that you can do at home as well. So before we get started, in your kit that you picked up from the library, you will have felt, some paper plates, leaf templates, and a mysterious container of glycerin. Now, that is for your science activity. What you need to do is go out and find some leaves on the ground, because what we're going to do is preserve those leaves with glycerin. So you can find some leaves, make sure that they're dry but not dried out. You don't want them to be wet. And then you're going to mix your glycerin with some warm water. So it's going to be 1 part glycerin, 2 parts water. Now, you can measure that however you need, but you need to have your water in a shallow dish. So, a baking sheet, a pie pan, anything that's shallow. Mix your water and glycerin together, and then you're going to need to submerge your leaves in that. So, dip the leaves in, and then put something on top to weigh them down. So another dish that's the same size, with maybe something heavy on top of it to hold it. You're going to let them soak, and you're going to let them sit in there for 2 to 6 days. I know that sounds like a long time. But after the 2 to 6 days, you can take them out and let them dry. And your leaves should be just like really nice, leathery, bright colored leaves that you picked up. But they'll stay that way forever. Now, if you do this and you notice that they're being a little bit moldy or wrinkly or brown, there's a couple problems that you could have encountered. You didn't mix enough glycerin, your water was too hot, your leaves weren't dry enough, or they were already dried out. So be very careful picking your leaves. Make sure you properly mix your glycerin. Don't put the leaves in there when the water's still too warm. Weigh them down, because if they're not fully submerged and only part of them gets glycerin, then the part that doesn't will rot. So try that experiment out. See if you can preserve some leaves. And just a tip, if you press them in a book for a few hours before you submerge them, they'll be a little bit flatter so that they won't wrinkle and crinkle, and they'll get a little bit more even glycerin water on them. Now for our art activity, you can also use your preserved leaves for this, but if you don't want to do that, we have these fun little templates. We're going to make a felt wreath. You can hang it on your door for any fall occasion. So you have these templates. What you'll need to do is cut them out. You can use all the leaves or not, up to you. All right, we have our leaves cut out. Now, what's a wreath without a hole in it? So we need to cut our paper plate so that there's a hole in the center. So you're gonna fold it over. And they come with this handy guide right here. So you'll just cut out along the lines there. And it's okay if it's a little crinkly, because we're just gonna cover it up with leaves. Voila. So make sure that you decide where you want a hole to be punched, because we'll do that later, so we can string through some ribbon to hang it on door, window, whatever. So you'll want to make sure that you don't put too many leaves around wherever you're gonna have your hole at. So we've got our wreath, we've got our stencils cut out. Now, we're gonna take our felt and we're gonna decide what color leaves we want what. So we have maple leaves, aspen, and an oak. So you can trace on your felt and then cut those out. And once you get as many leaves as you want cut out, then we're gonna go ahead and glue them onto our wreath. It's gonna be easy peasy. A little trick you can do is trace it once, fold it, and cut out 2 at a time. All right, so we have all of our leaves cut out, and what you need to do now is glue them onto your paper plate. So you're gonna wanna put them in place. Make sure I'm gonna keep my hole here, so make sure you have that available. You kind of wanna have them go different directions, like that. So sort of layering over top. And you can put as many leaves as you want. You can completely cover the plate if you'd like, or you can kind of leave them loose or bare. You can also color the plate and then add the leaves. You'll need to use a school glue, or if you have hot glue, either one of those will work great. So after you get those all on there, let them dry, and then you're going to poke your hole at the top, and with the ribbon provided, you can loop it through and create a nice little bow, and then you can hang it wherever you like for the rest of the month. All right, friends, that is Little Stitches. I hope you enjoyed making a fall leaf wreath with me, and I hope you enjoyed that extra science experiment. Make sure to send us pictures of what you made, and don't forget to stop into the library and check out all the cool stuff we have. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day.